We want to welcome anyone who's listening or not to the next episode of R2 Detour Bros. My name is Josh, and I'm here with Tom, my brother.
Hello, again.
Again, as it's going to be every week. And today we're going to, like we briefly talked about, I think in the last episode, we should have at least, about our favorite Disney era video games. And then we wanted to compare Disney or Canon versus Legend games. So we're going to change that slightly. We just had a conversation beforehand in the pre-show. We've looked up some, I guess, dates, and Disney bought Lucasfilms in what year?
October 30th, 2012.
Okay, so Disney bought October 30th, 2012. They bought Star Wars. We have also looked up what is considered canon and not canon for at least video games. Canon games are anything that has been published after April 25th, 2014. That's when Lucas rebranded the extended universe as Legends. So anything before 2014 is considered Legends. So since there's such a little gap there, like a 2-year gap between that Disney era and what is actually canon, we're just going to call it canon today.
From what I'm looking, I haven't seen any video games that were released after 2010 that are considered Legends, except for DLCs for Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah, which that doesn't count. So
yeah.
That game's just completely Legends anyway. So all right, so we'll go into we can go into what is our favorite or what we think might be the best canon video game. And you, I think, have just told me you've played a few more than me. Neither one of us, we could say up front, have played many, and I think you have played at least a couple more than I have.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Jedi Fallen Order. I never finished it. I did like the story up to the point where I got. And there is a VR series that you have played, but not the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, and there's 3 episodes of it, and I played all 3. Very good series. Highly recommend it if you have an Oculus or any device that has access to that. I highly recommend playing that.
Now, I want to go back real quick. You said you played Jedi Fallen Order. That's a game I've not played. Now, that is a game, if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, because you've played it, but it's about Cal, right? The character Cal?
Yeah.
Okay. He has been a...
Cal in BD1, I think.
Okay. Now, Cal is a name that, people have heard. I think he has gotten a following of some sort. I don't know how the game plays out.
I
don't know if he lives or doesn't, but...
well, he lives because there's a second game.
Oh, there's a second game. Perfect. We at least know he lives.
Yeah, that just came out last year.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know if he lives in that after that one, though.
So, and he was a Padawan, is that correct?
Yeah, he was a Padawan, and he went into hiding during Order 66, survived.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
And then it picks up about 10 years later, or 5 years later. 14 BBY, so whenever...
Okay. So, I'll let you get back to, you explained what Immortals were. So, I just want to, I guess, reference. Cal seems very much like the, is his name Jaden from Rebels? I might have his name wrong.
Kanan?
Yeah, Kanan.
Hold on. Is it Kanan?
Yeah, Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah.
Who was a Padawan during Order 66 and survived, right?
Yeah, and if you watch The Bad Batch at all, you see that. That's in the first episode. You see him.
Oh, I need to watch that still. Damn it.
Spoiler alert. Sorry. Really good series. Highly recommend that again.
No, I was so excited when it came out and I forgot. Oh my gosh, now I know what I need to do.
It's done now. That it ended right around Star Wars Day, so
okay,
they planned that out perfectly.
So I need to get to that, and then we can have that as being an episode. Okay, so now those are the 2 games you played. What else have you played?
I think that's it.
Oh, so...
I played a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront, the one that nobody likes.
Oh, one of the 2 new ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the first one. I don't think I ever played the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
was the
fair.
first one.
That's fair. I have played that one as well, and I cringed, and it was bad, and I wouldn't have bought the second one.
No, I liked it as a like, oh, it's cool. I get to play as Vader. That's it.
Yeah, sure. I like the characters. I like the idea. I like the online play,
Yeah.
but like everything was wrong. There was balance issues with the online play. There was lots of other bugs, if I'm not mistaken. It was just not a very good game. It
and all of the flying in that game sucked. It like just didn't work. Yeah.
Okay. So I have played that one too. And then you said that's just about it, but I know you've played one more.
I have.
You have. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
It's not considered canon.
Why is it not considered
Because
canon?
it's a continuation. It's like a DLC almost of the original Lego games.
How is that not considered canon if it was released after?
I don't think Lego is considered canon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think Lego is...
Because
if you look at the wiki page, it's not on the wiki page. I just looked for it.
Okay. Well, that's almost like a point less than what we were gonna do. We were gonna do the Disney era games, and that would fall in a Disney era game.
Yes.
But that does not fall in a canon game, which now makes the canon games, I think, even weaker, in my opinion. So we'll go back to the canon games then. You've played those few. I've played those one, two. One. Really?
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's the same.
So,
but that one VR game is it's like that one A Way Out that we played. Like, there's not a lot of. There's some like just tap the button, swing your lightsaber. That's why the dojo mode is a lot more fun than the. But it's still a cool like interactive story that you get to sit there and you're immersed into the story.
Yeah. So I do think, and now this is a game I've never played. I do believe that the best canon game, probably by far, Survivor.
Survivor or Fallen Order? I don't remember. The first or the second one?
Fallen Order is the one that we just talked about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you think Survivor's the second one?
I don't know if that's the second one to it. I've never played either one.
Survivor is the second. It's the sequel to it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So Survivor is supposed to be a really good game. And I guess that is the continuation of that character, Cal.
Yeah.
Who everyone, or not everyone, who has gained a pretty big following. Like Ahsoka did with the Clone Wars. Yeah. So I think Cal has become the canon, like...
I think he's getting his own show too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's becoming the canon favorite character. I feel like he is becoming this favorite character. You know, I feel like Ahsoka was that, and Cal is that from the video games. Who is he a Padawan of?
I don't think it's ever stated.
Okay. And you mentioned a new game also coming out very soon, which I don't know much about.
Star Wars Outlaw.
Outlaw.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay. Now that game, has potential to be on a list somewhere. Maybe it'll be good, maybe not. But I think
it's supposed to be a massive open world between like 4 or 5 different planets.
So I think then that puts by far Survivor, Fallen Order, probably in those order, of the 2 best canon era video games. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. And
then possibly I would possibly put your Immortals game maybe 3rd.
Star Wars Squadrons was another one that was like, they hyped it up. It could have been a really good game, but they dropped the ball on it. EA has been dropping the ball recently, in my opinion.
Star Wars Hunters just came out. I still haven't had a chance to play that.
Star Wars Hunters?
Yeah, that I believe is a free game. I have it on the Switch. There might be an app for it too. I don't fully know, but it's supposed to be just
free to play
combat game. I don't know much about it, but those games can get a lot of fans. They can get a lot of fans. A lot of people like those type of games.
Yeah, it's released for mobile and the Switch. I think I may have seen this. Okay.
Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series. So I've not played this storyline. You've played Fallen Order a bit and liked it. What we're reading is Survivor's even better. So where do you rank Immortals?
I would definitely rank it underneath Fallen Order.
Okay. I'm looking through the rest of these, and you have Hunters that we just talked about. There's Squadrons. There's the Battlefront games.
Some of these are even rides at Disney, I think.
I've never been to Disney.
Yeah, I've been once, right after it was opened.
Yeah, Battlefront games. I mean, I've played the Battlefront games. They're not good. They just weren't. There's not been many else. So the Outlaws that's coming out has a good chance to do good. Maybe. I don't know much about that one. We'll have to review that one once it actually releases, unless it's got some sort of early access going on, which a lot of games do now.
It says early access is 3 days before our initial release, and that's if you buy the Ubisoft premium plan.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's going to be our 3 right there of what we think are the 3 best games. Do you agree with that list? Should we put a 4th on there? Should we try to squeeze a 4th on there and get a Mount Rushmore of Canon games?
Have we played a 4th? I played Squadrons.
Okay. How was that?
I don't know. Okay, so I was trying to get my VR headset to hook up to it, and it was just not working. So I didn't really play it, but I tried playing mouse and keyboard, and you know how hard it is to fly on with mouse and keyboard.
I love using a mouse and keyboard for everything.
It's not the most intuitive to fly it with.
Yeah, joysticks are probably easier on flying. Joysticks are easier on things like Fall Guys. That's made for joysticks.
Yeah.
Some flying games that could be better with joysticks. Okay, so I've never played that one. I know that they've made like a couple cool games. This one's called Yoda's Jedi Training. I don't know. That one could be cool. And then they made the Phantom Menace game. So I don't technically know. I don't know about the Star Wars Journey Phantom Menace. I played a Phantom Menace game years ago.
That's Legends. This is a mobile game.
Oh, it's a mobile game?
Yeah.
Okay. The one I played years ago was good.
Which I bet you can't even get it anymore. It's old.
It might
old
be
now.
Old, yeah. Which is probably what Hunters has done and replaced that. So I still need to play Hunters. Maybe that could make the list. I mean, I don't know what to put on the list. Maybe we leave that open until we fully go through. I mean, Squadrons, you're maybe not sure if that should make it. Play a little bit of Hunters. We'll see what Outlaws does, and then maybe we can round off our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we can always come back to this and have another episode just reviewing the games then, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think also, with Outlaws, like we do actually have a real game that's coming out. I think it was 2020 when Squadrons came out. It was 2000. It was earlier for Jedi Fallen Order. That's got to be like 16, 17, 18, something like that, right? 19 maybe. Survivor just came out, so the gap was 4 years between the sequel. So that, they're not releasing many games, and we got one coming out this year, so we should.
Yeah, they're not releasing games because they.
And Ubisoft is making that. Why don't we jump to the next thing we wanted to talk about, which is Canon versus Legends video games. Now, I have very strong opinions on this one.
You wrong?
I think that the Legend games are it's not even close at being comparative to Canon.
I think so too. Your generation, I mean, we can talk about the different generations who had their Legends games. So you guys had I'm blanking on the name of it. Knights of the Old Republic. That's like you guys, the best game ever released. Not many people in my generation have played it, let alone have even heard of it. And there's only 11 years between us.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic came out in 2000 or 2001.
2003.
Oh, really?
At least that's what this page is saying.
And it's such a phenomenal game. Like, if you want a good story, go play that game. If you want like cool gameplay, like it's actually playable. It's still playable today. I still actually run through that game probably once every year or two. I probably 2 years. I love that game so much. It's just so much fun. There are a lot of games like it or that have like surpassed it, I suppose, but for the time, that game like stood out above and beyond anything that we could have ever have imagined. And those same people did a couple other games like that too. Jade Empire was one of them. But sticking to Star Wars, that game was phenomenal. But there was also several games around that time that were crazy good. And another one that I would put on my list is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Yeah, I do remember playing that. And that was fun. It was challenging for me when I was a kid, obviously.
That game was so cool.
But I do remember playing it.
Because that game, you actually controlled your lightsabers with your triggers. Like, you swung a lightsaber. If you had 2 lightsabers, you swung your lightsaber with your trigger. Like, it was very different than the Knights of the Old Republic, which is, it's more of a role-playing game, right? You apply your attack, and then you hope your attacks hit, right? You're rolling, the game's rolling, and, you know, lots of RNG. Well, lots of RNG in most games, but that one's like a clear role-playing game. I forget what that's called, that combat style. It's not like the action combat, which most games go by now. But back then, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy was pretty cool, and it had a really good storyline if you remember it.
Not particularly. It's been, like I said, it's been a while. I mean, I still have the game. I could bust it out.
Yeah, it's a good game. I would play through that one again. Actually, it's very good. I like the story a lot. You're basically rising up as a Padawan through Luke's school. Yeah,
I do know that. I do remember seeing Luke.
Yeah, and you get like a friend, and you have like this whole. It's a lot of good story, I think, in that game. And then the other like I said, you could do the second one, right? Like you could do the Jedi Knight Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast instead of Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. It's Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, which is the sequel, I believe. And I've never played that one, to be honest. I like the first one.
I have that one. I do have that one, but I have not.
Now, another game I've played is the original Battlefront. I've played it briefly. I don't remember it a whole lot, but I did play the original Battlefront, Battlefront 2, which were really good games.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go into...
I have not played it.
But now we're into Legends, so then throw in Skywalker Saga, the Lego game.
Not a fan favorite of that one.
You don't like that one?
I don't like the Skywalker Saga. But as I mentioned in the first episode, the last episode, I grew up playing the complete saga with Steph. And that's what started me on this Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I started playing, and then I watched the movies after I played that, because I fell in love with the... Like, I knew what Star Wars was and all that stuff, but I never really sat down and watched the movies until after I played the Lego Complete Saga game.
Yeah. What's the difference between the Complete Saga and the Skywalker Saga?
The levels are different. The Skywalker Saga is like an open world, almost, Lego game. The Complete Saga is very much so just... You go into the level, you come out of the level, into the cantina, back into the next one.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, that's a lot less fun for me.
Yeah, no,
like Halo.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say the old Halos, because I think the new one is now some sort of open world.
Yeah, I do like open world games, but it's like Skyrim. That's another thing. Like, it's a good game. I just get too overwhelmed with the amount of story, like the amount of stuff that you can go do, like the side quests and all that stuff. I mean, there isn't like side quests in Skywalker Saga.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm very much so like go through step by step, and if there's no plan, then I'm just gonna be like, I get overwhelmed. I won't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's why this was a good, like, it's a good starter. It's meant for kids, obviously, and I was the perfect age when that came out.
Yeah.
I was 7 years old when that came out.
Yeah. Okay. So there's another one here on the list that I know on my list that I know you've played also, and that's just the Old Republic.
Yes, we have put quite a few hours into that.
Yeah, I love the Old Republic. I have completed. There are 8, I believe, characters. Yeah, I think there are 8 complete different characters with completely different stories, with completely different endings that you can choose and play through. And I have fully completed 1, and I have started characters on most of the others, at least 6 of the others. So 4 others, or no, 6 total, maybe 5 others. I at least have started those characters and played through. I really loved the character I played through and finished the story. That was fun. And I've read that some of the other stories are even better in some of the other characters. So I'm really excited to go through that and play the different characters and actually play that game, which is it's an open world online game that you can fully play alone if you want to, or you can play with somebody else and you can jump in and out whenever you want. It's like a good MMO game where you don't have to put in a bunch of time to grind, to get gear, to even play certain places. I don't.
Destiny.
Yeah. So that's gonna be one of my favorite games. That's definitely gonna make my list, and all of which I think are better.
Top 3 for me.
Yeah, and all of which I think are better than the first few games we mentioned.
Yeah.
The Canon era.
Now I will say, look, I am a little bit biased because I have not completed any of the other games in Canon.
Yeah.
And we were having this debate earlier about is the Skywalker saga considered canon or not, and I think it's because it's Lego. It's not considered canon.
Seems to be that's what we've read. Lego games are not canon. Even if they've released after that.
And I think it's like a DLC almost. Because there's DLCs releasing for the Old Republic still. I think there's a new one planned, but there's one that came out in 2022.
Right. One thing that happens in the Lego games too is little funny things that the characters will do, right?
Yeah. And that's perfect for a kid.
It's perfect for a kid, but I don't think they're okay with some of the things that they're doing because that can change. Right, that changes things.
Yeah.
They literally do things that are not. They replay through a movie, and then they have literally some of the things not happen or happen in a funny way for the characters in the Legos, and it's great. But if they're not following storylines, then I guess you can't be.
Yeah. I mean, there's some Easter eggs that you can find if you have 2 characters together that don't ever actually appear, because you can have young Anakin and Darth Vader. Together, and young Anakin will say, "Oh, that's a cool suit. How do I get me one of those?" And then Vader will say, "Patience, young one, patience." It's just stupid stuff like that they talk about in the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I don't really like the talking.
I like the Skywalker saga. I'll have to say I like it. I think it's really good. I haven't played the old ones. And the Skywalker saga has wanted me to play it. I've actually played through, I think, the full first episode with my girls with that one. But we had an older one for years, and I hardly played it.
Yeah. Like I said, I've played that one a lot. Like, Steph and I have completed that game, 100% completed that game, 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
Now we're probably going to do it again, but...
Another game that's on this list that I will put on my list, I have not played, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Which is obviously the second to the first one, and the Old Republic is technically the third in the series.
Yeah.
But I have not played Knights of the Old Republic 2, which I might be missing some great story there. I can't believe it's embarrassing kind of to say that I've played so much of Knights of the Old Republic, and not a single time have I played through the second one. I didn't own the game for a long time. I do have it now on computer, and I need to run through it.
Yeah, so I think Canon, kind of going back to the topic that we're talking about, I do think Canon has some good games now within the past 4 years that they've released. 5 years. But I definitely think that Legends is beating them.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I just think like,
And
yeah.
but to be fair, Legends has. Well, I can't do math in my head. Hold on. What's the earliest game on this list? 1983.
Yeah,
On the
and
Atari.
Canon games are technically only 10 years now, so there is a
Yeah.
big gap. You're right. And with Ubisoft, I'm excited with Ubisoft running the Outlaws. Getting to see that. That's exciting. Just seeing that developer and a Star Wars title to me.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are. From what all the reviews I'm reading online, they have so many Star Wars fans hyped up right now and excited for this game that they could, if anything goes wrong, Star Wars fans are very, very nasty.
Yeah.
If they don't get exactly what they want, they're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, although they made a second Battlefront and a lot of people bought it, so.
Yeah, I think because they promised to fix all the stuff, but nobody wanted to buy it after the first one, like because they got burned, And they're like, I'm not gonna go buy another game that's not good. And I think it's just because there's a lot of freedom too that they're allowed to have in Legends. Like now they have to kind of fit Disney's image,
Right.
and canon, unfortunately. Like I said, I have not played a lot of the Jedi, or not the games, the Star Wars games. Like I played a little bit of Jedi Academy. I have Jedi Outcast, the Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. But like I said, I've not played a whole lot of any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's some good Star Wars games that I haven't played. Well, I know there is.
Like we have the Phantom Menace. I never played that. I liked playing Plo Koon in that. That was my favorite. That's the only thing I remember, was just being able to play Plo Koon.
Yeah, I played him in Jedi Outcast a lot, or whatever his species is. If it wasn't exactly him in the multiplayer stuff. That game, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, had an online battle too, so it had these maps where you're just running around and just go attack people, and it was a lot of fun. Okay.
Eldor, that's his species.
All right, so I think that's gonna be about it for this episode. So thank you for checking us out, or not. Next time, we're gonna talk about our favorite characters with a couple friends. So that's gonna be very exciting. But first, before we let you go, we want to hear from you guys. Which had the better video games, Canon or Legends? And that'll be on the poll. And then also comment below and just let us know what your favorite, what we talked about, favorite Canon video game today is. Whatever your favorite Canon video game is, let us know. We're excited to hear about it.